Now this is Parliament Green in the very heart of London, and this is the area, I don't know if you know this, I've mentioned it before, where you see a lot of your MPs being interviewed on benches on this green, and they always have this backdrop because of course it says, you know, statesman-like, serious message, that sort of stuff. MPs love to be interviewed out here, so if you ever want to see your local MP, you've probably more chance of seeing him out here because they all love to be on television rather than your local constituency. But that's just my opinion, as ever. But of course, with the election gearing up, it's interesting to note the movers and shakers behind those big television programmes. The fact that many of us now don't tune in to the terrestrial TV channels for any news, well, they haven't really listened to that. Because now they've decided, well, we're going to kick off and let you know exactly how we're going to run our operation. One of the first out these sort of traps was none other than Sky News. And this is what they decided to delight their fans with. That's right, this particular brand new promo. Now, not since Bette Davis and Joan Crawford are you witnessing an absolute onslaught of literally dislike between two presenters. I present to you Beth Rigby and the long-standing anchor on Sky News, been there for over 30 years, yes, Kay Burley, now in her 60s and looks as resplendent as ever after a few minor adjustments. But what's interesting here, you see, is that Sky, behind the scenes, had a major problem, one that they didn't really want to share with you. And of course, while they grill these MPs and wannabe prime ministers, they like to keep their personal backgrounds very much hidden away. You see, Beth and Kay were both suspended independently for breaking COVID rules, in case you'd forgotten. But in the name of television, of course, Kay just came back after 6 months and nobody's allowed to mention it. The same with Beth Rigby, who also tried a hand at being an interviewer, and sadly people decided they didn't enjoy that. She's now back with a podcast, begging literally reality TV stars to come and appear on it. So few people are actually listening. But more on this promo. You'll notice at the beginning of the promo, you'll see Beth Rigby, and she mentions literally that Kay will be coming. But the bottom line is they refuse to appear on screen together, any exchange of words, and of course, Kay had to have the very final scene in this particular promo. You see the one where she's putting a star on the door with her own name on there. It's all meant to be jokey, but Sky News themselves know what a diva she is. And having worked there myself alongside many of these people, I can testify to this particular persona, shall we say. But more importantly, isn't it a strange thing when you think that this particular promotion, which finishes with Kay Burley with her feet on the desk, wearing some cheap white plastic training shoes, is supposed to lure you, the viewer, into wanting to watch all the election breakdown? As one person told me, it's not about whether they get on or not. They did start out as friends, but then spectacularly fell out, blaming each other for each other's suspensions. Interesting to note that. But as I say, the final shot of Kay with a star and her feet on the desk, as one person pointed out, how would you like your election coverage? Classy or common? And in this case, it looks like once again, Sky News has decided to very much go down, in many people's opinion, the common route. Now, will this get your vote? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.